To say, wow. And then I remembered a few things that my wife has told me through the years, and a couple things that I've picked up along the way that's very similar to what she said. And she said, kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. So I'll try to. How do you wrap it all up? Well, it's been a great ride. 42 years. Good, bad, ugly, whatever. Even harder. It's good to see some faces that I haven't seen in a while. All you alums. Oh yeah, it's good to see. Hi, Steph. And Mr. Croc. And Krista and the whole club and stuff going on in Pataki. And Julie and Wes and I don't know, Vic and Jimmy and I don't know, the Ventos. And all that club. If you're an alum, stand up, please. Mr. and Mrs. Lauer.
I'm not a band.
Jim, you and I had something in common then, and we have it now too. You know? Yeah, you just saw some of the finest people who ever went through Clifton High School. They were the people who stood up. You would be amazed at what they have accomplished from high school, through their college years, through their adult lives. We've got teachers, we've got doctors, we've got airline people, pilots, trainers, we've got bankers, we've got, you name it, everything. And most of them, if you get to talking to them, will tell you that band molded a very important part of their life. Band gave them discipline. Band gave them focus. Band gave them a lot more than they gave band. And that's something that these guys will find out sooner than later. It won't hit them this year, probably not next. Somewhere down the line, a little late, we'll go on and say, hot dog, that was the best thing in my life. And anyway, there are a bunch of people that through the years, how do I thank them all for all the assistance they've given, all the band parents. There have been some wonderful people that helped with their kids and their kids, and they've accomplished the amount of money they raised to take us to how many different places, some really great experiences like the ones we just had. The people here at the school, the custodians, that crew, and the secretaries, even the copy lady. We ran into a bind. I went begging today. I said, Anna, you gotta help me. My machine's got iron deficiency anemia. If you only knew what we went through to get those parts. Anyway, tons and tons and tons and tons of people, great people. And I'm glad I took the advice of one of my other college profs who said in one of those wonderful methods classes, gentlemen and ladies, the first thing you do when you walk into that school on that first day is get to know the janitors and the secretaries. Make them your friends and you're in. Don't worry about the principals. They come and they go. But the secretaries and custodians are forever. Guess what? That was great advice. And it has been a part of the wonderful experience here. Not to belittle, of course, the principals, because we've had some good ones. And, well, you know, you can't say something nice, don't say it. We've had some really great people, though. Vice principals and all the administration. They've really been somehow, way, shape, or form behind the band, and that's been forever. Going way back, all the way through. The band staff, that's the kids' staff. It used to be the band room squad, and now it's the band student staff. Those kids that put in countless hours behind the scenes, making sure we had field charts and music copy, loading the instruments and unloading them, schlepping them from here, schlepping them from there. The logistics, the nightmare, the setting up of the stage and the sound shell, and tearing it down. All that we just couldn't do if we didn't have a well-oiled machine. When we've had region and all-state bands and orchestras here that we've hosted, other directors couldn't get over the way these Clifton kids operated. How they could just turn on a dime and have the stage set from one group to another. I said, God, I can't get my kids to do it. What do you do? I said, well, I threaten them within an inch of their life, but no, far from that. It's that whatever's inside them. That's their push-ups. No, we don't do push-ups. Maybe we used to, but we can't do that anymore. No, Charlotte would frown. No. We see, brain power is oxygen, creates brain power. So push-ups expand the lungs to help get more oxygen to the brain. The more oxygen to the brain, the harder they can stay on task. The longer on task, the better focused they are, and bada bing, we have the product that we get. But it's not for punishment, it's for physical enhancement. Of course, the other staff too, how could I forget them? Through the years, there have been some pretty good assistants. There are a couple that I forgot their names, but that's because they weren't very good assistants. But we had some that were pretty fair, and really kids got to know them and liked them for a great deal of time. Let me see, my first assistant, Roger Brooks, great man, flute player. What can I say about Roger? Smooth cat, heck of a musician. And then he left Clifton to go on to another school district. And then I understand that Roger left education and pursued a few other things. Frank Romaine. Everybody knows Mr. Romaine. And he was with us a long time too. We tried to get him to stay out on the roof up in Quebec one time. Actually, the chaperones said, Frank, your duty watches the roof over here, make sure they don't sneak out. I don't know where they were going to go, especially at 20 below zero. But they put Frank in his Patagonias and locked them out there. That was the chaperones, not the kids. Oh yeah, but Frank was with us for many, many years. Moving onward, we had Cassie Craig, who was our person in charge of stretching and physical conditioning, and well, nowhere was the lover. Let's put it that way. She was the watchdog that they hired, because one year the boys got a little bit too rambunctious up on the grass before practice started, and they had this stupid game they used to play, and unfortunately somebody got hurt. So we had to have a duty watch and straighten things out. So Cassie was hired. She did a great job with the kids. My current crew, then there was Emily Klein. Emily, you're here somewhere. Stand up, Emily. Yeah! Emily was in the color guard when she was here in high school. And then later on, she became a band mommy. Had 2 girls coming through the band. And she was also our color guard advisor for, gosh, many, many, many years. And she was also our resident RN. So anytime we went on a trip, we were covered. We had our medical expert with us all the time. Emmy did a great job, and we miss you terribly. And Emmy's now a grandma, and she's a mother-in-law, and soon to be a mother-in-law again, and a great person. On the instrumental side, I've got 2 guys that are the frickin' frack of the team, I guess you would say. Or the Mutt and Jeff? I don't know. Yeah, two unique guys. Matt Brody, Matt Newton. There he is. Matt also serves right now as the president of our Mustang Band Alumni Association, and his term will be ending soon. So any of you alumni in there should be coming out, joining the association, get involved, because it's a very active group. The alumni have 3 or 4 scholarships, and they will be awarded on A night on June 12th. And they're a nice piece of change. They've been doing that for about 10 years now, and it sure helps some kids. My other assistant has been around a couple of years now, Donnie Labuzzo. This year we have an unofficial assistant, someone who came to help out at band camp, such as many other alums have done through the years. And my gosh, once school started, she stayed on with us. Finished out her senior year, went through her student teaching, and has since landed a job right here teaching math at Clifton High School. So our associate assistant, Miss Melissa Ayers. And of course, I'm saving the best for last. The hardest. When she took this job, she said, Mr. Halpern, you know, people are going to get, you know, I don't know if I can really do this. And Mr. Halpern said, listen, Mrs. Markin, it's not your fault the old man's the band director. You got the job, you're going to do it, you're going to do it very well, very nicely, and for a long time. Congratulations and welcome aboard. That's a pretty good errand, isn't it? Yeah. But anyhow, Mr. Halpern certainly did a great job picking her up. And that would be our majorette advisor for a long time. And my sweetie. I mentioned this at a few meetings that band could be a 4-letter word. And believe me, we know it. But we've made a pact that we never talk about band at home. And we don't. There are things that go on. You know, hey, what are you doing with Lee Dreads? I don't know. What are you doing with the band? I don't know. Are they going to be here? Yeah. Well, you want them? Yeah. Well, we don't talk band at home. And I guess it's a good thing. And it's a good thing that she was part of the band too, because for so many years, it's all consuming. There have been those late nights and the meetings and the rehearsals and everything else that goes on that can take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of backdoor things that so many people just don't know, the logistics and whatever. And it was always nice to know that Michelle was there, sometimes with a smile and sometimes with the look. But I knew she was there, and thank you. Where's the very intelligent woman? Okay. So there's our staff: Michelle Morgan, Melissa Ayers, Donnie Lapuzzo, Matt Brody, Emmy Joe, and so many others. Many, many to thank. I'm sure I missed a few. Say what? Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. How could I forget? Yeah.
We make drugs for that, don't worry.
Lauren Chen. Lauren Chen. And that great little girl, Olivia. I was hoping. And then all of a sudden, all of those hopes went because she got married to the drug salesman there. I mean, pharmaceutical specialist. And of course, love and marriage does make Olivia. And so that kind of changed things around as far as Lauren and the pecking order here. So we don't know what's happening. It's up in the air, and well, whatever will be, will be. And I'm going to keep it simple right there. Okay. So our staff, current, past, all the fine faculty people I've worked with through the years. I looked through a yearbook just last week and said, damn, I'm the only one still here. I must be nuts. I think it was the class of 75. But, So, anyhow, enough. Thank you for coming and supporting all the kids. We have a gig coming up on Monday. Don't forget the Memorial Day Parade down at Wood Road to Chelsea Park, the ceremony at the park, then the shoot over to Main Memorial for the big town Memorial Day service. And then we've got a few scattered around. Saturday, I understand there is a car wash. Parents, I'm going to have one of those meetings with you, but we won't go into that tonight. It would have been nice had you told me, but it's a good thing I'm in good with the custodians. And so car wash, cheap at half the price, and don't forget they vacuum the inside. And there's some guys out there. How many of you were at the first bunch of car washes? When I used to come and help. Yeah. Anyway, enough. It's been a delight. Thank you for coming. And we'd like to finish out with our traditional. Yeah?
Thank you. Mr. Morgan, we would like to, hi. We would like...
Mother like daughter.
That doesn't qualify for the tree. 4 years, okay. We would like to thank you for all that you've done for the band and all that you've taught us. And we know that practices have always been really frustrating, but we want you to know that we appreciate you just as much as you appreciate us and the band. And we want to thank you for all of that. So we hope you have a very happy retirement, and we will see you.
Arguably the greatest American march ever written, maybe the greatest one ever written.